Aloha my kako, this is Oracle of the Golden Spiral. Today we are doing a reading for, we're doing a pick a card for Leo. You can choose however you'd like. You can choose according to your deacon, sun, moon, rising, one for you, one for your person. Just be sure to use your intuition because we all have that within us. And be sure to press the like and subscribe. Now let's get into your reading. So this is going to be pile 1. Follow your own good advice. Trust yourself. You know what is best for you. Pile 2 is curiouser and curiouser. Discover it says inquiry, but inquiry? Weirdness, curiosity. Yes, that is a little weird. So that's pile number 2, and pile number 3 is going to be nature communication, flower energies, fairy energies, and elemental messengers. Okay, so go ahead and choose your which pile you'd like, and I'm going to go ahead and move these over here. Okay. Go ahead and get basic spread for Leo, please. For Leo. For Leo, please. What are the messages for Leo? Messages for Leo. General basic connecting energies for Leo, please. For Leo, basic energies for Leos. Those Leos who watch this, what are the basic energies, connecting energies? Oh, nice. Good job, Leo. All right. Connecting energies for all these Leo selections, please. For Leos. Okay. So, if you chose pile number 1, your reading begins now. You have follow your own good advice. Trust yourself. You know what is best for you. All that glitters. Oh, interesting. Okay, this is the Dark Lady. You have, oh wow, I have another card here. Let's add that. That's our bonus card. Oh, this belongs to this pile? Okay, yeah. Okay. For this, you were born. Foster your intention for incarnating in this dimension. We have death and rebirth and the moon. Okay, Leo. Pile number 1. It feels like currently you can't see the steps that are ahead of you. And it may be because recently you've gone through a great transformation, trusting in yourself, and whether or not you're sharing that with the outside world. You know within you what is... It says right here what's best for you, but I really feel it has a lot to do with who you are. I think maybe in the past few months, maybe from 6 to 8 months from now, you know, before you see this, you've really kind of started redefining what it means to be you. And there's a lot of untapped potential. I think that you've seen a lot of what you've done in the past in maybe going over that. You're seeing, it's like the foreshadowing of potential. You can see how you could have done things different in any of those situations. And what the potential in those situations, in any, you know, situation that came up maybe during Mercury retrograde or whatever, and how your truest hopes were unrealized in those situations. And so maybe in the past 6 to 8 months, like I was saying, you've gone through some really self-defining changes in your life, and whether or not you're sharing that with the outside world yet, it's kind of like it's a truer sense of self, more of like the soul matters versus material, or, you know, what it looks like to the outside world. Like I said, it's just a truer sense of self. But we're still, like, we have sea legs, right? We're still trying to get used to that, and right now it's a little bit difficult to see the path forward. But a lot of work has gone into this, and I don't think you are going to turn around, because you know, the only path is forward, because you've put a lot of effort and work into this, and you are, while you don't know, while we still have sea legs as we're moving into who, you know, we're becoming, we know that this is the person we're truly meant to be. You may be coming across situations where you are noticing that you would have dealt with it differently, and you're beginning to, it's like small lessons that come out of that, and that which you can be really proud of. Those small differences that you're noticing in how you are dealing with things that come up, really go ahead, and it's like it's giving you a lot of self-assurance. It's making you proud of who you are, and you're learning a lot more, and it's deepening that change which you set out to have for yourself. Let's see. Yeah, it's really bringing like your soul power and your soul energies to the forefront in your life, and having that lead in what you are doing. You may, like I said, not be able to see the path forward, you know, each new journey, there's a Fool vibe that's here. Each new journey and new circumstance that you come across, where you're able to meet and exceed your own expectations, and how you're able to mitigate that situation and deal with that situation, only adds to filling your bucket of self, what is it called? Self-esteem. Yeah. So, and I think as you move forward, you're going to realize just how powerful you are. And a lot of what the Dark Lady speaks of, which is unrealized hopes, unrealized potential, is going to come to fruition. For this, you were born. Yeah? So, Leo, this is a beautiful reading, and I know that you will find all of the, again, it's escaping my mind, self-esteem that maybe you've been really needing lately. Yeah, I know for Leos, the transits have been doing a lot. Oh, excuse me. Lately, to really make us feel, I'm a Leo too, so really we've been going through challenges and really feeling subpar. And I think that we're moving into a whole new energy that's going to really show us who we are and what we're made of, and we're going to feel really great about that. Okay, so if you chose pile number 1, that is the message I have for you. Please like and subscribe. And I'm going to pull this back and we're going to move on to pile number 2. Okay. If you chose pile number 2, your reading begins now. So you chose Curiouser and Curiouser, Discovery, again, Enquiry, I think it's Inquiry, but Enquiry, Weirdness, Curiosity. You have To Be Fair, and The Friends. Number 46, The Friends. Okay. Oh, his face is so cute. Let's make sure that gets in there. Okay, and you did get 2 of these. I'm going to push this down a little. So you did get 2 of these. Never a crowd on the leading edge. Honor those who honor you. And blaze brightly, a splendid torch. Okay. You have the 5 of Fire and the Magician. Okay. 8 of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Magician, and the 8 of Cups. Okay, Leo, pile number 2. Wow, you have the Magician twice. So first let me say that this is generally my underlying energy for what's going on. So, and this is, you know, the overall energy. So, and this is generally the, like, so it's underlying, what is the heart of the matter? Like, why are we here, right? This is kind of the heart of the matter, but it's like that underlying, this is what we're focused on, past, present, and as we project it out into the future. So it's amazing because first let me say that you're going to be able to create whatever it is that you are trying to develop at this time. I think right now, I just keep getting pulled into the friends. It's a very, that very oracle is like a very, it's a beautiful energy of really unconditional reciprocation and friendship. And it has a lot to do with, I mean, these 2 friends who couldn't be more different. So really, it feels like that is a, whether it's a relationship, because it can very well be a relationship, but it can be any, you know, romantic or otherwise. There's a deep-seated friendship that is based on. And what it seems like is, despite how strange or different someone may be from you, this could be, you know, you could be having this dynamic going on with a lot of friends. I know that we were doing a lot in this past cycle. The planets have kind of been pushing a lot of signs, but you know, it feels like Leo's in particular to kind of clear out and really define who is in our space and why that is. Asking us to let go of people and things that, you know, no longer serve our greatest good, but it feels so weird when I say things like that, but also, you know, bringing in that which is kind of, that we feel like we resonate with, and that really are going to carry us through this next cycle, because there has been some type of, you know, astrological cycle end and new beginnings as of that last eclipse. So while these people may be different from us, maybe they think different than us, maybe they approach the world differently than us, they just view things in a different light and either come from a different space and or right, so their filters on the world are different. It's really about being able to incorporate that and for everyone to, because relationships are symbiotic. Like they, it's a give and take. Good ones, ones that are valuable and the ones that we are bringing in at this time. And so if people in your life remain, but they're quite different than you, it really is about everybody's needs being met, and seeing that, valuing those differences and being able to work justly within, it's not necessarily confines or limitations, even though that's kind of the words that want to come out. It's within that, the aspect is different, right? It's just different. But being able to glean from that and provide that truly reciprocal energy flow between people. And it speaks to that here too, honor those who honor you. It's the people that it harkens back to this, new world that we're this new cycle that we're kind of in, where it's really about those relationships and friendships that we're able to have more balance maybe than we've ever had. It's like finding your soul tribe. And I think this speaks to that too, but really being able to show up. We're fire signs, right? So being able to show up the way that you show up, and having people, who are able to engage and respond to you in a helpful and beneficial manner, as well as you going ahead and reciprocating that to them. Like I said, you've done a lot of work in these past months, and we're learning so much from it. I think that your focus is really on that learning, but there could be snags that you're hitting, but just know that you're finding everything that you need to go ahead and to become that magician, knowing that you have everything and knowing that you have everything you need to manifest what you're trying to accomplish. And that's going to be different for every one of you, but the manner in which it seems to be the manner in which you seem to be moving ahead with it seems to be very similar if you chose pile number 2. The advice really is to as you engage in this unconditional loving friendship or relationship, it's really about remembering to honor yourself, because your uniqueness is a value to you and that other person, and theirs is a value to themselves and you. Because we're different, it means that if we care about that person and they care about us, we're able to see things from a different viewpoint, which I talked a little bit about earlier. But that, in essence, gives us lessons and helps us become more well-rounded and less myopic. And those friendships, while we remember to stay true to ourselves and fill our own bucket or our own cup, when we incorporate that other person, we're also filling theirs, and they in turn are remembering to fill theirs, but also filling ours. And that is the essence of this reciprocation. Okay. Well, essentially, if you remain true to yourself, the outcome is assured. You're going to be able to manifest everything which lies in our, more internal core. And we're gonna, through being true to ourselves and through the dynamics with other people, we're gonna be able to make that a reality in our lives. Okay? Okay, Leo, pile number 2, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I will be moving on to pile number 3. Okay. Pile number 3. If you chose pile number 3, your reading begins now. You've chosen nature communication, flower energies, fairy energies, and elemental messengers. You have milk and honey. You have the Singer of Courage. Number 8, the Singer of Courage. I'm going to kind of bring that up. That's such a beautiful card. Okay. You also have Ocean of Emotion. Find a safe place to express your true feelings. Oh, there you go. Ace of Cups and Temptation. Okay. Okay. 8 of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Magician, and Ace of Cups. Leos who chose pile number 3. There is something that you want. This it could very well be anything, but this may be a relationship more than any other of the selections today. Maybe number 2 could be, if that was about a romantic relationship. That is a beautiful connection that's happening. However, this one, it seems like there's something that you want. There's something you feel is your treasure, but there is an underlying there's an underlying feeling of holding back, you feeling like it's not maybe you feel like it's not going to come to fruition, or maybe you feel like maybe it's not the best thing for you, or maybe it feels like you have to suppress some of your something from yourself. But there's, like, you see it as so beautiful, and like it would make your life, it would just make your life blossom, or that's how you're viewing it. But there's something in it that universe is asking you to show up with what is true to your nature, true to your heart, and And for some reason, it feels like maybe because you want this so badly, you're not bringing that to the forefront until you know it's safe, or you until you know more. The Eight of Pentacles kind of tells us that we're working a little harder than we need to in this situation, because if it speaks to our heart, you have the Ace of Cups twice. I mean, that's absolutely beautiful. If it speaks to our heart and if it is truly meant for us, one, we have to have the courage to go out there and get it, and we have to, more importantly, have the courage to show up as who we are. Because if it's meant for us, if it really is going to be meant for us and all that we imagine that it's going to be, then it's a relationship or a place that allows us to be authentic. So I've done so well. I've done Cancer, and now I'm on the last of the 3 for Leo, but now I'm going to tell a story. I did so well in fending these off, but this one really wants to come out. So this is probably a some interpersonal relationship, maybe a romantic love situation, but it also could be other things. And the story that's coming up for me right now is I really wanted this job, but it was like the moment I walked into the door, I just decided that I was going to not worry about what I looked like to them and just show up completely authentic. Answer the questions. I mean, I always answer the questions on the fly, but obviously you do preparation, but then, there's a certain level of extemporaneous that needs to be had so that you're actually in the moment. But for this one, I just really decided to be probably more honest than I've ever been in an interview, and just come at it just being me. Because what ultimately, it was like a split-second decision that even though I wanted this job so badly, I wanted also to be able to walk in there every day like me. I think if you, I don't talk a lot about the field of work that I'm in, and that's just something I'm not necessarily willing to share right now. But if you understood the environment that I work in, you would understand why I'm laughing right now. But in that environment, so many people can be changed and manipulated into, I don't know, weird amalgamations of themselves. And so, because it's a complete opposite of this, right? Like, this is very, and that's why I do this, is to kind of have that balance in my life. But it very much so is about the nature of the game. And so I just wanted to be able to not have to put on a face every day I walked in there, and I just wanted to show up as me. And what's really amazing is that not only did I get that job, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and it helped elevate me in my career now, but it was just such a wonderful one. I think the interview went well because it was just really authentic, and two, I was able to show up as me every day in that experience and not have to second guess myself or worry about it or do all of this difficult craziness to I did actually learn a lot, so those aspects apply you definitely learn a lot, but it was just one of the best experiences, and making that split-second decision changed my life, because from then on, as I've moved forward in my career, that is the way I show up, and people know what to expect. And it's kind of given me a very positive reputation in that sense. So, long story to tell you that it's really asking you to show up in that authenticity. And it's essentially, your advice is just echoing what you have inside of you. And you are going to maybe have an experience like I did, where you gain so much from that one, from just being able to release and be in you, be in that space, and just being authentically you. And you're going to be able to create whatever it is that you are trying to create, and it's going to be that much better, and the reward that much more fulfilling, because you have what it takes to make this happen. Yeah. Yep, don't hold back. Show who you are, and it will lead you to that golden promised land, or great fulfilling relationship that you are looking for. Let me see if there's anything else that I want to say about I do want to say one more thing about the Singer of Courage. And this goes to what I was saying previously, which is that fear is our construct. We're fearful of it because we decided to be. And so, too, it is our choice to change that, to sublimate that fear into courage, and to choose to show up fearless. Okay, I think that's what I have for you. Thank you so much. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next Leo reading. Thank you so much. Mahalo.